Oh, I have been waiting for this all day at work. Gonna be honest. Gonna be honest. Alright, and yeah, we're bringing back the webcam. Alright, Guardian players. If you're not a Guardian player, I don't want you to type in chat right now. I don't even know if I want you to look at this. I am talking directly to you Guardian players. I just need someone to help me out. Like I said, I titled this, I just want to have a discussion. I just need someone to help me out. So I looked up the definition of gaslighting, and it was a very interesting definition. Why don't we read the definition of gaslighting out loud? Psychologists use the term gaslighting to refer to a specific type of manipulation, where the manipulator is trying to get someone or someone else or a group of people to question their own reality, memory, or perceptions. And it's always a serious problem, according to psychologists. Now you might be asking, why did I just read the definition of gaslighting? It's because of you Guardian players, and I'm not talking about the Odoms, I'm talking about the Bravo players too. Gear up, I'm about to go in. So help me out. Help me out, right? People will say a blanket statement like, Odom's really strong, Odom's really good. Me? I think Odom's pretty goddamn good. Going into the Pro Tour, he was my pick to win the Pro Tour. And the calling. So let's start there. A lot of people thought Odom was the boogeyman of the format. And all I hear from Guardian players going like, but Siphon, but our heroes is weak. Our heroes just sucks. I'm like, okay, well, hold on a second. Hold on. Well, let's track back to last RTNT. Actually, let's go back even further. You know what? You want to tell me Guardian really sucked during Prism meta? Dude, I'm with you. Dude, high five. I'm with you there. That was tough. It was real tough to play against Prism. But once Prism went away, you know the deck that everyone predicted would get so much stronger once Prism went away? It was Oldham! And all I hear from Guardian players, dude, we just can't beat anyone. Like, Fi just goes 17 wide, Briar just swings for 40, Kano just combos off. Like, I have a Witch's just bite, but they just go boom, or they have to play Imperial Edict. Or, like, and they just complain about this, they complain about that, they just talk about how weak their deck is, right? But, you know what, dude? I wanna... I need some help here. Let's turn on the music. If this hero is so weak, all right. Oh, that is the wrong song. Oh, oh, oh God, oh God, this is awkward. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I should have had this prepared. Hold on. Hold on. I should have had this prepared. Hold on. God dang it. God, I don't even remember what song it actually is. Hold on. Okay, this is not gonna work. Alright. Fail attempt. But let's bring out our Endor Explorer, right? This hero that is just so incredibly weak, right? So incredibly weak. Let's play the Dora Explorer game. Out of the... Oh, is this 19 legal heroes? Out of the 19 legal heroes currently in Classic Constructed, which hero won the Pro Tour, you know? Probably one of the most stacked Pro Tours we've had. You know, fierce competition. This is only one. So people are coming to bring in their best. They're not being like, maybe I'll get next Pro Tour. No, you have this in Worlds if you want big competition, right? Let's look at some of the big decks. Did Briar win the Pro Tour? No! Did Fi win the Pro Tour? No! Did Lexi win the Pro Tour? No! Did Bowen win the Pro Tour? Well, obviously not. Like, I could have predicted that. No! Well, then who won the Pro Tour? It's you, Odom! You did it! And then I know Guardian players are going to say, it's just one tournament. You can't base anything off of one tournament. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't base anything off of one tournament. Okay. I mean, I really thought, 13, 14 rounds of Swiss. All of them weren't CC. I believe 8 rounds were CC, right? 8 rounds of CC, and then a total of 3 rounds in Top Cut. So you have 11 rounds, right? And we can't determine what a good deck is, right? But you know what? Let's go even further. Let's actually go away from the Pro Tour, because I don't want this to take it from Michael Gilligan Fang's victory. Let's just look at the Living Legend points, right? And let's look when all these heroes came out. So let's start from the bottom. Okay, you got new heroes, Riptide and Azuri. Ooh, you have an Arc hero. Okay, Mosela, RIP. Ooh, Arachne. Arachne got a couple. Okay, you got Levia, Kano. Ooh, Dromai got a few. Okay. Bolton got 168. I mean, that was off of 1 meta, but. Sylvie, Lexi probably powers in the form right now. 238. Okay. Then you got some Welcome to Wrath heroes stuck right here in the middle. Oh, trust me, Bravo players. I'm coming after you next. Don't you leave this live stream. You're next. Oh, then you have this. Oh, then you have Fi. Oh, man. Fi got 364. Dude, Uprising was just last year, and he already got 364. Wow, that's absolutely insane. So, then you got Viscerai. But Viscerai really hasn't won anything recently. Oh, whoa, Dash. Wait, Dash on the calling. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Iyslander. But Siphon, Iyslander 614. All right, let's look at Iyslander's wins, right? 1 Worlds, 200. Has won multiple callings, including US Nats, 100. So just with winning Worlds and winning US Nats, you have half of Iyslander's points off of 2 competitions. And these are recent. So you know what? I can give you that. Iyslander strong, but is Iyslander really pro in the meta right now? No! Hit him with the door again. No! Let's go over you. Briar. Dude, you realize how long Briar's been at 900 plus? You realize how long Briar's been at 900 plus? Come on now. But you know what deck got, 200 just now? You know what deck got the most points? Well, guys, I honestly, I wish I could go back. You know what hero got the most points during the RTN season? Alright, I'll give you 3 guesses. Was it Levia, Bolton, or Odom? This is not the most of those 3. Who got the most, period, during the RTN season? If you said anything but Odom, you're absolutely trolling. So Odom won the Pro Tour, got the most points during the RTN season, and we're talking about stuff since Prism's been away. And this stuff has been predicted. All I hear from Odom players is how weak their deck is, how dog-ass their deck is. But another question I have for you Odom players, right? Why is your deck weak? And then they'll say stuff like, well, we just don't have any busted cards. They keep banning our cards. There's nothing we can do. We don't have Winter's Road, we don't have Pulse, we don't have Awakening. It's just what do we have? And it's oh, okay. So you probably have the deck that's been hit the most. Runeblade maybe, but RuneBlade's not had their stuff for a while, and they've had to adapt. But you've recently had a lot of stuff banned. Heck, have you seen Titan's Fist? It's not. It's pretty horrible. It's kind of horrible. But weirdly enough, you're still winning. Oh, so it's almost like those bans barely changed anything. Now they might have nudged, like each band might have individually nudged Odin back, but it's the classic thing I always say. If a hero is at like a 90, they get some taken away, they go to 85, they get some taken away again, they're 80. Just because they're not the 90 they used to be, doesn't mean they're horrible. Oh, dude, I remember Odin players once Pulse got banned. Dude, the world was falling. He had Odin players selling their whole entire deck on the marketplace. I'm like, you don't. Okay, cool. You can't just blow someone's back out with Odin reacting with Pulse. Cool. You can't just naturally fuse Okuno with one card 74 times in the game. Congratulations. You're now on a more level playing field than everyone else. But for some reason, Odin players specifically are just like, dude, I can't do this broken thing anymore. What the fuck am I going to do? My deck is just horrible now. I can't play the game. I can't play the fucking game. I'm like, dude, shut up. Oh, fucking clowns. Oh, then Winter's Wall got banned. Oh my gosh, we have to play Titan's Fist. The game is over. We can't play. Someone, please save us from this misery. Oh, and then immediately put like 4 people in the top 8 of the calling. That happened like right after the ban list. Now, of course, Icelander won, but that was Michael Gilligan Hamilton playing, and like he played some nail biter games against Odom. And it was the fatigue Odom, which I keep getting told by Odom players is just horrible. Which, here's the thing. Objectively, is it the strongest way to play Odom? No. But you're utilizing the good cards in Odom even less. It's so crazy to me that they use their hero as being fair as it being bad. And then the question I usually ask Guardian players, because it's not just anyone's Odom, it's online too. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I think Odom's strong, but I also think it's fair. I don't think he does anything inherently broken at the moment. He's not inherently broken. He is just the most efficient hero, in my opinion, right? I'm like, okay. So, the only reason Odom wins is because people misplay. Actually, you know what? Let me stop there, and I will get to the rest of that same later. Okay. So, Odom only wins because people misplay. Okay, I can buy that. So does that mean you're not good at the game? Okay. So think about this. Think about what you're saying, Odom players. Odom only wins or primarily wins because people don't play well into Odom. So that means every win that you have isn't deserved and you're not good at the game. Think about the things you're saying, Odom players. Think with your head, because you guys all claim you're smart. Think. Why can't we just say your deck is good and you just played better than your opponent? Because here's the thing. If I say, dude, the only reason why people lose to Kano is because people just misplaying the Kano, you would look at me like I'm stupid. You would be like, well, Kano has Aether Wildfire. Kano has this. I'm like, okay. If they never tap out, it is now on me to pitch stack properly. If I don't pitch stack properly, I don't kill you at any point before you can just whittle me down. Right? We're on the same page of this, right? But yeah, sometimes people will tap out against Kano. Kano will immediately punish them. People will misplay against Kano and lose. It happens. It happens against Wizard. People just misplay. That's cool. The thing about high-level Flesh and Blood against high-level card games, the player who wins is who makes the least amount of mistakes. It's hard to play a perfect card game at any point. It's hard to play perfect. Like, you've heard people say, I played the most perfect game possible. Like, sure, you probably played a game at like 90 or 95%. But you didn't play at 100. You didn't make every correct choice every single turn. If you go back, there's probably some turn you could have squeezed out a few more points of value or a few more percentage points somewhere. It's who takes all of these turns that are going to happen, especially with Odom, there's going to be long games. Who takes all of these turns and gets them close to that 100%? It's not always your opponent played bad. Like, and here's another thing. Why is it always the opponent play bad? Why can the Odin player just never have played good? Like, really, you're going to say Michael Fang didn't play like a hell of a tournament? No, sure, his opponent probably made some mistakes somewhere. I'm not going to say they didn't. But you're going to say Michael Fang didn't earn this victory at the Pro Tour? You would never look at him and say, yeah, your opponents just played absolutely horrible, man. Like, yeah, you played fine, but your opponents were just horrible. Like, every single one was horrible. Every single one of your opponents were horrible. Former Pro Tour champions, former calling champions. Michael Michael Hamilton didn't win this Pro Tour. Are you gonna say Michael Hamilton's bad because he didn't win? You would never say that. But Odin players just want to gaslight people into saying, "Yep, it's not my deck, dude. This guy is just fucking horrible at the game. Whoopsie, I just accidentally won." No, you didn't. Because here was the last part of that question I asked earlier. If your deck is so fundamentally bad, right? Your deck's not overpowered. Your deck is just fair. Even playing field, your deck is just fair, right? And you winning relies on your opponent making a mistake. Why would you ever want to play that deck? Why would you ever play that deck? If you call yourself a competitive player, you're going to high level competition with the best players in the world. Why would you take a deck that only can win when your opponent messes up? I can't hear you. Why would that would be like me saying I'm only going to play Kano because people are just going to tap out. That would be the dumbest thing I could say. Like, why can't the argument be I play Odin because I believe as long as I play clean enough, I think I can win. I play Odin because if the playing field is fair, Odin is the most efficient hero, or I am just comfortable in Odin. The argument always is, well, Odin's just bad. Like, he just wins because people misplay. It's just like, dude, like the deck is absolutely sucks. Like I said, even though I picked Odin to win, was Odin the actual best set going into the Pro Tour? No. I think even after the Pro Tour, we still say it's Lexi. Now that is a different conversation to be had, right? But I think we would unanimously say it was Lexi. But that doesn't mean Odin wasn't number 2, number 3, right? And here's the weird thing. So you'll ask Odin players, like, their deck is good. They'll say, no, my deck is bad. Then you ask, okay, well, and then, like I said, you'll ask them, well, why you play the deck? I mean, I just have I have a game in everyone. Like, I mean, like I said, if I can just break the game down to like a very fair point, like I said, I think I can really just attrition out my opponents. And yeah, I'm so that's like a Jun player. That's like a Jun player saying, yeah, my opponents are all just bad. They don't know how to play in the Jun. I'm like, no, you make the deck, you make the game smaller on an even playing field. You're more efficient than the opposing hero on very small resources. And then you have the opportunity to have very swingy tempo turns where, oh, I didn't have to block up my whole hand. Glacial Footsteps. Spinal Crush. Deal with it. Why can that never be the conversation? Why is it always my hero's bad? Again, it's not just Odoms looking at me. It's Odoms I see everywhere. Have I gotten as many reps on Odom as they have? Oh, absolutely not. Am I ever going to tell them how to play Odom? Absolutely not. But I can tell you Odom's good. I can tell you what his strengths and I can tell you what his weaknesses are. Right? But I can tell you, he's not a bad hero. If he was truthfully bad, he wouldn't have this number. He'd be down here. You'll know a hero that's truthfully bad? Azalea. Before she got her new tools. You know a hero that's really bad? Riptide. Arachne. Levia. Right? Bone. Absolute dog ass. These are legitimate heroes that actually are bad. And you have multiple tournaments to prove they don't convert. They don't put up results. You might have a few specialists do very good, but specialists don't mean anything. Now, yes, you can say, well, Jimmy over there is really bad at Odom. Okay, you can take any hero in the game There were bad Starvo players. There were bad Starvo players. You could go to a tournament and see Starvo at like one of the bottom tables. And it's not because he just ran the Starvo mirrors. He just played horrible. Right? So skill level is a part of the conversation. Mistakes are part of the conversation. But they're not the driving force. They're not the only thing about the conversation that we need to talk about. I'm just tired of being gaslit by Guardian players, dude. And so I can move on to this stream. Odin players, I'm going to leave you alone for a second. Bravo players, bring that ass here. Bravo players, you're next. Alright, Bravo players, help me out. Help me out, Bravo players. How do you allegedly have a favorable matchup into every single deck, but you have this number? One of the OG heroes. It's had the most time to get points. Right? Why is it 278? Someone explain this to me. And before you hit me with your argument, well, people just don't play the deck. People play Bravo. At this Pro Tour, Bravo's the 4th most represented deck. He was the 4th most represented deck. You can go to multiple tournaments. You can go to the PQCs. I even have a bit on my PQCs when I talk about Bravo specifically, where he was a top 4 represented deck, but didn't do shit. I was going to try to keep the cussing out, but like, dude, it's getting to me at this point. It's making me angry. Because here's the thing about Bravo players. They will claim their deck is extremely easy. All they have to do is be like, I have these crushes. I have Dominate. Dominate's really strong, which I don't disagree. Dominate is very strong. But I do think people get into the trap of trying to dominate every single turn. Dominate every single turn is how you lose. Unless you just absolutely have the nuts every single turn. If you absolutely have the nuts every single turn, by all means, cook. But let me ask you a question, players. If every single one of your crushes are super relevant every single matchup, so if you Cranial Crush Icelander, what happens? And the crush hits. Oh, nothing? Oh. Okay. If you Cranial Crush Dash, what happens? Viscerai. Even Phi. What happens? Oh, nothing? Okay. What happens when you crush the weak in Icelander? What happens when you crush the weak Alexi? Right? What happens when you crush the weak in Odom? Did you really like improve your odds of winning that turn cycle that much? Not really. Not really. I'm just, dude, my heart's pumping right now. I'm just upset right now. Cause like Bravo players are just as bad of gaslighters as Odom players are. And here's my thing with Bravo, right? I think he's a fantastic tempo deck, especially for new players starting to learn how tempo works in this game. And I give massive respect to good Bravo players. I have a really good Bravo player local to me. I would probably say I have a top 10 Bravo player at my locals, and I'm thankful that I have a good Bravo player at my locals. I do. But I think we are blinded by seeing Bravo's highs and remembering, okay, this is like 10, maybe 20% of what happens in most of their games. Like those games where you see Bravo go, dominate Crippling Crush, dominate Spawner Crush, dominate Crippling Crush, CNC Pummel, CNC Pummel, CNC Double Pummel, game's over. We will take those games and then make them every single game. And I don't get it. I just don't get that. Me, I think Bravo's Hero is absolutely horrible. Because I genuinely think it's a trap. Now, if you're talking about late game, and if you're talking about like the game is smaller, like in Blitz, for example, right? I think Bravo's Hero Blow is great. You know why? Your attacks swing for like 8 and 10. And your opponent starts at 20. So you're already at the point where like your opponent's like very, very weak. Dude, if you dominate me turn 1 with like Macho Grande, then I'm gonna be like, okay, my turn. Like I will literally probably forget on my turn she dominated Macho Grande against me, cause it's so irrelevant. Now, if you Macho Grande me when I'm at like 15, okay, different story. Hold on, we're talking about something different. I think one of the best people to look at Bravo is Kel McCreef. I think the way he plays Bravo is so beautiful. Because I remember one of the games I watched him play versus an Odom, right? I think it was an Odom. I don't remember. I believe it was an Odom. I could be wrong. Literally, here's what his turn cycles: swing hammer arsenal card. Next turn, dominate something. Next turn, swing hammer. Next turn, dominate a big effect. And he played this game constantly, where he was able to keep his life total high, somewhat keep tempo like leveled, and then when he had the hand, boom, he went for it. And then you'll be like, well, why doesn't every Bravo play like this? Because a lot of Bravo players I see, they just try to go for it every turn. And I think going for it every turn is just strictly wrong. Because the thing you got to remember, unless the crush you have is actually relevant. Now, I'm not talking about the damage, because we've established damage doesn't mean shit most of the time. Like if I send 10 vanilla, nothing, like Thunderquake, you'll probably be like, I'll block with my card, maybe 2 cards, not actually care. Right? But if the crush you have is truly relevant, yeah, dominate it. You can stop my turn, and you can keep tempo. But let's say I'm playing Lexi. You're playing Bravo. Now, Bravo is favoring Lexi, but just hear me out on this exact example here. I'm playing Lexi. You're playing Bravo. You take a bunch of damage on my turn. Like, I hit you with Heat Seeker, Endless Arrow. And, like, all this with, like, a Rain Razor or something. And you're like, and you're palming your cards, being like, alright, I need to get tempo back. Alright. And you go, like, Cyclone Surge, activate Bravo, crush the weak. Even if you want to say Crano Crush, because like they could have a 3 of a kind or something, or an Art of War. The Alexi player is probably going to look at you and say like, no blocks, your actions. Okay, my turn. They don't care. Now, into certain decks, like maybe Briar, Fi, certain builds of Dash, certain builds of like Katsu, certain builds of Bolton, certain builds of Dromai. Sure, a lot of your crushes have game. They do. It's undeniable. If you say in certain like, I'm not here to say none of the crushes matter, because I would just be wrong. I would be gaslighting you at that point. But Bravo isn't this. Like, Bravo isn't Thanos. Bravo is literally the opposite of Thanos. Except on those, like, super high roll swingy games. But then again, if we're using high roll swingy games, then Kano's the best deck in the format. It's not even close. But you would never say that. Right? You would literally never say that. I could go on and on for, like, another, like, 20 or 30 minutes. I am starting to get a headache because I'm yelling. I just got off a 12-hour shift and an hour and a half drive to and from. I'm getting tired. I've yelled enough. I meant to clip all of this and I didn't. But hopefully editor Isaac gets in there and clips it. Looking at you. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say is like, Guardian players, stop gaslighting us. Bravo players, you can't say your deck is easy and hard at the same time. It's just not how that works. It's just not how that works. You got 278 for a reason as an OG hero. Live with that. Live with the fact that Odom is just better than you across the board. You might have matchups you're better than Odom at, but across the board, Odom is better than you. Accept that. Okay, we've accepted that. Cool. One day your hero will be in the spotlight. I honestly do, and I fear that day that Bravo truly becomes tier 1. I fear that day. Because he is going to remix our shit. I truly believe that. Especially when the Bravo player I have at my locals, the day Bravo becomes tier 1, you may not see me for a month. Because he's going to be headhunting me and whooping my ass every single round. But that's not today. Good Bravo players will continue to do well. Every Bravo that's not part of that 1 or 2% will fall. He has the representation. He just doesn't have the results. Odin players, shut the fuck up about your hero. Admit that your hero is good, and you play him because as long as you think you play clean enough, you have game into everyone, and it raises your chance to win over every other deck. Stop saying Odin only wins because people mess up, people misplay, because that just makes you look stupid. That takes away every single Odin player that's ever won, and that takes away all your wins as well. Think about the things you say before you speak. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little rant. I know that went on for a while. How long did that end up going on for? That was almost a 40-minute rant. Jesus Christ, man. But it's just insane, dude. It's actually just insane. Ban Tails? True. I think Tails might... I flip back and forth if Tails or Monarch objectively are the strongest sets. Because like Monarch has the 2 LO'd heroes. But Tails is just like every hero from Tails is good. But like you can't say every hero from Monarch is good. It's just like the good heroes from Monarch are just fucking killer. Wait, what? My link is busted. Am I calling Michael Fang stupid? See, this is someone that didn't listen to anything I said. This is someone, you see this guy Dakota Hawks? Alright guys, let's highlight this guy in chat. Let's highlight this guy, Dakota Hawks. Let's highlight this guy. Hold on, let's do this. This is an Odin player. Right here. Who didn't listen to a single thing I said throughout the broadcast. Now he's gonna be like, but Michael Fang said Odin wasn't the best deck in the format, and it's just a fair hero and it has some bad matchups. Oh, you mean literally everything I said? But Michael Fang said that you can capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. I'm like, okay, we all have agreed on that. The difference is, Michael Fang didn't say the only reason Odin wins, or the only reason he plays Odin, is because people are going to mess up. He thinks he's a good enough player, he's going to make less mistakes than his opponent, and he thinks that gives him the most EV. I don't understand what's hard about this. I really don't. I don't understand what's hard about this concept. He also admits the deck is good. It wasn't the best deck in the room. Somehow in our heads, we aren't separating this. We can't separate this for some reason. And it's Odin players like this doofus right here is why I am making a 40-minute plus rant. Because of people like this. This guy beats Michael Hamilton one time. And he thinks he's him. You ain't him. You put 2 question marks after stupid. That's not how you do a sentence. As in, let's say you ended this sentence. You didn't even capitalize the W. Is that a comma? Did you put a comma after toxic? This is insane. This is actually insane. Actually insane. I can't. I'm being gaslit by, moving on. But yeah, the Pro Tour was absolutely amazing. I should have a breakdown video of the Pro Tour coming out later this week, hopefully. But why don't we actually just get into some games, man? Let's play a few games, and then we'll head off to bed. I do got to do some YouTube content, so I'll probably be cutting a little bit shorter than usual. But Hope you guys enjoyed that, because that was. Hold, 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 no, 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 no. Hold on a second. We're bringing this back. Hold on. See. All right, hold on. So this clown right here, this clown says, "No, I just beat you. That's my biggest win." Okay. He beats me sometimes in armories. I'd say it's like 60-40 because he beat me a lot when I was like dog ass at the game. But ever since I got pretty good, he's beat me less and less. And I think I've probably in our last 10, I'm probably like 7-30, maybe 80-20. It depends. I played a lot of Control Dash in the Odom, and it is just favored, right? But let's look at the last relevant event that we have. We don't care about armories, right? Because I don't play armories to win. I play armories to improve. So let's look at the last time, or the only time ever, we've played in an actual event. Oh, wait, hold on. We played each other in the playoffs. In Top Cut. Wait, that's my name? That's his name. Okay. Wait, so that's player 1. Player 2 won?
Oh my gosh, player 2 won? Dude, that's insane. I can't believe player 2 won.
So what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? This is a guy that literally only made US Nats because he beat up on 2 people for 6 months. He made day 2. You know what, dude? I bow knee to this guy. He made day 2 of Nats. Day 2 of Nats is hard, no matter what people say. Day 2ing anything is hard. And I give him props for that. Because he was another person. He was on the best deck in the room. He was on Odom. But he trusted himself that his gameplay would carry him. And it did to day 2. Now, obviously, he didn't really get a limited. He's a really good limited player. Alright? But this guy, that is apparently him, seems to have lost to this guy. Interesting. I have to let you win sometimes. No, you don't. You know what, dude? See. What did we start? What did we start this? What did we start off with? This is how we started off. We explained what gaslighting means, and the ending. It's a serious problem, according to psychologists. You, sir, have a serious problem. Moving on.